Good Monday morning, my friends. I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am live on my YouTube channel. It's Monday, it's 9:30. This is what we do every Monday at 9:30. It is your 3-card weekly reading. I will do 3 cards for the collective and then individual cards for those who ask. Thank you so much, folks. We've got a full room of people already here. I appreciate that. If you are here in archive, I will not be able to do a card for you, but if you listen, you may hear something that resonates for you. Let me just shout out the people who are already here. I really do appreciate you. I especially want to acknowledge our channel members. Smile Soul 20, Jean Mnuchin, and brand new member, Joanne Smith. Thank you so much for your support of this channel. And here comes Claire C., another member, and Kim Morse. Wow, it's a members convention. If you are interested in becoming a member of this channel and offering your support in that way, just go ahead and look for the membership tab or the join button, and you can take a look at that. But I appreciate everyone who is here. Betty Flesher is here. Yes, excellent. So thank you all so much for those of you who are here, who support this channel by being here for lives, by hitting like on the video, by subscribing, and also by becoming members. And here's Peggy Lou, also a member. So thank you all so very much. Happy to see all of you this morning. All right, let's get going. I will let you know in advance. I'm going to fly through this. I'm going to really get to all of your requests here, but I do have a time crunch, so you're going to hear less side stories from me today and more. Let's get right to the point. And what is the point? The point is, let's do some readings. Let's look at this week ahead. It's the first week of May. Hallelujah. All right. So, as usual, we are working with Mystic Monday's Tarot. Let's see the 3 cards for the week ahead. Okay. I actually pulled all 3 at once this time instead of doing them one at a time. Here they are. Let's take a look. We have the Queen of Cups. This week, nurture your heart. Get out in nature if you can. Take good care of yourself. Make sure you're drinking enough water. But most importantly, look within. What are you feeling? What's in your heart? How do you express that to others? How do you nurture your own heart? We talk about self-care all the time, and often that's about diet and exercise, which is important. But you know what else is important? Looking within and figuring out what makes you happy. Now, Ace of Pentacles reversed. Spend some time with the root chakra this week. There may be some issues around work, around money. You know, it's the first week of the month. That means we all have bills. And some of us may be feeling a little squeaky about those bills. One way or the other, let's turn this card right around so we can welcome abundance into everyone's life. But this may not be the week for extraordinary purchases. Let's put it that way. And the Emperor reversed. You know, this is a good week to work with the ancestors, especially your patriarchal ancestors. Look at the way that, you know, perhaps generational misogyny, the patriarchy over generations has affected you, whether you are male or female or somewhere in between. How has that affected you? What are your own feelings around leadership, around authority, around your own leadership, around the leadership that exists in your life? There may be ways this week that you are really not enjoying the power structure, that you are not enjoying leadership, that you're not happy with what your government is doing, or that you are not happy with some of the leaders in your family. Remember to approach this from a sense of groundedness and to recognize the difference between emotion and fact as you process this. Remember that you have healing to do before you go out to try to heal other people in the family or in the community. do your healing first. And it is a very, very good week to make a spiritual connection with a loved male elder who is in spirit. A father, a grandfather, an uncle, someone who you loved, who is male, who has passed on, who was a beloved elder to you. Make a spiritual connection to that person this week. All right, let's get going. Okay. And remember, this is just a card for the week. No specific questions today. I will tell you what I see, and we're going to take these in order. As much as I really appreciate our channel members, and our channel members do get extra perks, but I always take the questions in the order that I see them. I don't skip ahead to the channel members. However, our very first is a channel member. It's Smile Soul 20. So happy to see you. And here is your card for the week. And I sure hope it's better than last week. I feel like you had a hard week last week. 9 of Wands reversed. So you really can't let your guard down this week either. You have to be strong, and you have to try to do it from a perspective of not being angry, not like you can't be angry, you can't be paranoid, but you got to be prepared. That's kind of the energy you want to go into this week with. Okay, Nature Renew, it's Alice. How will your week be? And I know you are dealing with some health issues. Queen of Wands, though, I think this is going to be a week of healing for you, a week of opening up to your creativity and feeling some renewed energy. Jean Mnuchin, so nice to see you, a member of this channel. A card for you for this week. The 6 of Wands reversed. You got to look at your inner critic and tell them to sit down and shut the heck up. You may have some little voice in your head saying that something that you're doing or will do isn't good enough, or you're not good at this, or you're not good at that, or whatever. But whatever that voice is, do not give that voice audience. I feel like this week that voice is going to be popping up, and you got to just shove it right back down and tell it to shut up. All right. Carrie, so nice to see you here today. Carrie, you get Judgment. This could be sort of a big week for you. You may find yourself finishing some projects. You may find yourself getting acknowledgement for good things that you have done. It is also a very good time for you to look at putting the past in the past, opening up to new things, and feeling good about who you are and what you're doing. Okay, Joanne Smith, a new member of this channel. Very nice to see you. Gina's already shutting up her inner critic. Yeah, and that's a good message for all of us. There's probably no one who didn't need to hear that message. Okay, Joanne Smith. You get the Princess of Wands reversed. That's like the Page of Wands. And you know, you're such a creative person, and you're normally such an energetic person, but I feel like you've been feeling off your stride for a while. For understandable reasons, most of them pandemic related, and the pandemic has affected you in so many different ways. This week, try to be really, really nice to yourself. Try to make space. If you're just going to have a week where you sit and recover, where you help Charlie recover, where you just breathe. Don't feel like this week you have to move mountains. You can do that the week after. Okay, Cassia, so nice to see you. Hope you're well. Let's see what we've got going on for you. The 10 of Wands reversed. This week, I think this week's going to be a little easier. I think you're getting used to the new job. I think that you're going to find some people who are helpful to you, and you may even have some nice social interactions. So this week is going to be a little easier than it has been. Hey, McKenna, so nice to see you. How about a card for you? McKenna, you got the Emperor reversed, which was also a card for the collective. And so if you have a living father or grandfather, do something there. If that's about calling them, spending time with them, enjoying them, putting up boundaries with them, healing from them, whatever it is, do that. If you're having a hard time figuring out sort of what your place in the community is, work on that. And recognize that this is a really powerful message because it was also a message for the collective. Okay, Betty, so nice to see you here today. We're very happy that Betty is a member of our channel. And let's see what we got going on for you. Betty, you got the 9 of Swords. This week, we're going to reverse this to remove this energy from your life. It feels like there's some worry here, and it may not be worry for any real reason. It just may be your brain sort of chewing on itself. And so I feel like, I don't know if this is because there are difficult things going on or if you just go through phases of worrying too much, but one way or the other, recognize the difference between prayer and worry. Recognize the difference between magic and worry. Put your energy into the healing that is needed and then give it up to the universe and let it go. It's going to be fine. Okay. Claire C., so nice to see you. And I'm so glad that you are also a member of this channel. Here is a card for you. You get the King of Wands reversed. And for you, I think that's exploring yourself as an artist and where you want to go with that and what you want to do with that. You know, for the longest time, where you were as a creator was really dictated by your job. Now it's dictated by nothing but your imagination and your connection to spirit. So you don't have to do anything. You know, you can spend a week just watching the grass grow if you want. But do think about how you are acknowledging and using your creativity. Okay. Mystics Haven, my friend, so happy to see you. You get the 5 of Swords. This week, there may be some conflict. There may be some decisions that have to be made, and you may need to really prepare for battle. Not everything is going your way, and not everybody is helping you. So pick and choose your battles and fight to win and be the winner that you are. Okay, so now Claire with an I. My good friend Claire, who is designing a tarot deck. So nice to see you, and we are blessed to have 2 Claires here today, our 2 favorite Claires. And this is Claire with an I. Okay, a card for you for the week. The Moon reversed. So for me, when I look at you for the week, this is about really figuring things out. Things that have been a little fuzzy, things that you haven't quite known how to do or what to do or how it was going to be, will all be made clear. Look for the clarity. It will be there, and fear nothing. Okay, Lori Hahn, so happy to see you here. You get the 7 of Pentacles reversed. I feel like there's going to be some changes in terms of your responsibilities. That may be about work, that may be about home, that may be about changes that you choose or changes that are chosen for you. But be on the lookout and try to manage that as changes come. Try to manage it in a way that benefits you. Okay, Marion K. Tarot, so nice to see you and glad that you are here. Marion, you get the 5 of Wands reversed. You know, it doesn't have to be a conflict. You can do all of the creative and spiritual things that you want to do. And conflict comes up for you. I don't know if that's about other people and what other people say to you or do, or if it's all in your head or first one, then the other. But no conflict, man. You just do you, boo. And you do you in the most glorious and fabulous way that you possibly can. Hey, Jay, it's so nice to see you. Okay. Jay, you get the King of Swords reversed. This week, I think you really need to figure out how you want to communicate your truth, whether that's about writing, whether that's about something you have to say to a particular person, whether that's about speaking out in a more political way or a more poetic way. There are things you have not been communicating that you need to be. So think about that this week. Hey, Sayoni, nice to see you. Glad that you are here. Okay. Here is your card for the week. King of Wands. You know, when I did a card for you yesterday, I was a little concerned, but this is much, much better. I feel like you're going to start to feel some strength and vitality this week that will be really positive. Okay, Neil Quatrano, my good friend, nice to see you. The Star. This week, you can look for some solutions, some satisfaction, some positivity in your life, and some healing. Hallelujah. Karen Parker, so nice to see you. Karen, Ten of Swords reversed. This week is a time of healing, whether physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. It is a time of being careful and gentle with yourself. And if other people are not being gentle with you, have boundaries with them. And remember to be gentle with others as well. Let this be a week of gentle understanding. Samantha, so happy to see you. Okay. Samantha, you got the Nine of Wands reversed. And you need to think about where in your life you need to be vigilant, where you're being over vigilant, and where you're being under vigilant. And that's always hard for all of us, to sort of figure that out. But that's what you need to figure out. Okay, and thank you all so much for the feedback. I really appreciate it. Okay, Lynn Collin, a card for you. Lynn, King of Pentacles reversed. Man, as you go into the work week, be willing to do the things you'd rather not do. Be willing to call the people out that you need to call out. You go get your money, and you recognize that the structure is not setting up right now to make that easy. Do what you have to do, my friend. Be empowered. Okay. Karen Winkle, my friend. So nice to see you. Hey, you get the Empress. This is perfect for you. And look how the leg is up. I think that's important since you've been having leg issues. I think this week you're going to find some healing of body, mind, spirit. I think you're going to enjoy your kids, or at least the fact of your kids. I think that you are going to get into your mother of the bride role. I think that you are going to enjoy that good things are happening for your kids. And you're going to look at your own creations and what you're creating in your life and your connection with the divine feminine. Hey, Kim Morris, I am so sorry I missed you. Here we are. I'm getting you right now. Thank you for catching that. Okay, Kim Morris, my good friend, who is also a channel member. So appreciate you. Ace of Wands reversed. The thing is, you've got a lot of irons in the fire. You've got a lot of projects. And you have to think about where you want to put your energy and where you don't. You have to draw your boundaries. And you have to make sure you're doing good practices to keep yourself well and healthy and energized, right? Whatever that is, energized. Work on, your own inner fire, your own energy. Don't let anyone steal that from you. There have been people throughout the course of your life who have tried to steal your light from you, and you kind of let that happen because you were trained to, but you still sometimes let that happen because you're trained to. Let's not do that anymore. All right. Okay, baby cakes. And if I accidentally skipped anyone else, I'm working with a new way of looking at the chat. bringing in some new technology because of your support, and I appreciate that. So definitely let me know if I accidentally skip anyone. I will get right back to you. Okay, baby cakes, here we go. A card for you. The Two of Cups reversed. So if you are having relationship issues in your life right now, either issues within a particular relationship or issues about not having the relationship you would want, this is a week to really think about that and work on that. This could also be about your relationship with yourself. How can you be a better partner to yourself? How can you stand up for yourself more? How can you love yourself more? Think about that. I so appreciate everyone's feedback. I'm a little pressed for time today, so I'm not going to take the time to read it all aloud, but I want you to know I see it, I feel it, and I really appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Back to the list. Catherine Fan, so nice to see you. Glad you are here. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. This may not be the easiest week for you, and or you may be recovering from some difficulties that have happened in the past. Let's turn this right side up to welcome some easier times, to welcome that wheel to turn and to welcome some good luck into your life. But here's the thing. Be very careful about the patterns in your life. Sometimes we get used to things that don't really serve us, and so we just keep repeating them and repeating them and repeating them. This week, pay attention to that because it may be time to break some patterns that are not serving you. All right, my friends. I am, from what I can see, at the end of my list. If I have accidentally skipped you, I am so sorry. Or if you're just coming in, this is last call. So please, 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 get your question in. And I just want to let you know about the class that we have coming up this Saturday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Karen Winkle, you got to get up early. We're doing Minor Arcana, Aces 1, 2, 3. So we're going to look at the Ace 1, 2, 3 in each of the four Minor Arcana suits. That will be our free class for everyone, streaming live this Saturday, 10:30 a.m. If you can't make it, you can always catch it in archive. I think it's going to be a very powerful class. Friends, I want to thank you so much. I want to remind you, if you haven't picked up my books, Fortune Stellar, Tarot Tour Guide, available on Amazon, digitally and in paperback. Hey, Peggy Lou. Peggy Lou, I don't think I got to you. Thank you for the hello. Let me give a card for you. I want to write a whole poem about Peggy Lou. Let's see. Peggy Lou, what to do? Here is a card for you, Seven of Cups. Peggy Lou, you've been through a lot, but you have a huge amount of power, a huge amount of strength, a huge amount of capability. You can find a huge amount of healing power, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all the things that you need. You can find them. Do not let your imagination go to dark places. Use your imagination to find what you need and to create what you need because you have that power. And I apologize. As I said, I'm working with this new way of seeing you. And in the end, it's going to work out well. But, I have a learning curve, right? We all do. Amy Mauser, my good friend. Nice to see you this morning. King of Wands, you will find your strength and vitality returning to you this week. You will find your creativity and inspiration returning to you this week. Holla freaking Luya. All right. Anyone else? Did I miss anyone else? Anyone just coming into the room? Now is the time. Remember that I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, or Zoom. Although my website is still in progress. Oh, Peggy Lou, is Seven of Cups a thing for you? That's interesting. It's a good card. It can be. Anyway, So you can find me online at tarotbychristiana.com or christianagaudet.com. So both those sites are up, but still in progress. So, that's happening. So go to my website. You can book an appointment there with me. You can subscribe to the newsletter. You can read my blogs. For God's sake, read my blogs. I've got like 1,000,000,000,000,000 blog posts up there, and some of them are actually interesting. So check all that out. Make sure you hit the reminder to join, excuse me, to join us for class. 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Saturday. Hey, 7C Mystic, just waking up? Here's a card for you before we say goodbye. The Ace of Swords reverse. Time to wake up. Yay. Seriously, figure out this week what is true for you, what works for you, what makes sense for you. You figure out your truth this week. And Christina, yes, you just got in under the wire. Justice reversed. Christina, are there ways where you are feeling like things aren't fair, things aren't right, things aren't balanced? What can you do to balance that out? That's what you need to do. Find your balance, and if things aren't fair, figure out if you can do something about it or not. Figure it out. Figure out what you can do to create balance in your life. Friends, I want to thank you all so very much. Happy Monday. Have a great week. I'll look forward to seeing you soon.